Okay, time for Panbud and RadioRad to play. Let's see how this one goes. Both players are starting with GTR, and so far they're doing exactly the same thing. Okay, now there's a bit of a difference. Panbud is focusing more on the tail, and RadioRad is more focused on the transition. Panbud already has a very nice power tail. RadioRad decides to just send their main chain. Panbud sends their main chain in response, and yeah, this power tail is more than enough to completely bury RadioRad. Really nice response from Panbud. The focus on the tail really paid off there, and also shows a bit of a speed advantage there. Both players going for GTR, and oh! Panbud actually messes up their GTR. I wonder what they will do now. I think they're going for freestyle there. There really was not much of a point in trying to fix that. Meanwhile, RadioRad is going for a GTR again. Panbud is sending a 4 chain. RadioRad needs a purple, doesn't get purples in time, and Panbud takes another match. RadioRad had enough of a response there, but was really unlucky with the purples. GTR start again from both players. Panbud already has a chain that they can send, and RadioRad is still waiting on purples to finish that transition to the second floor. RadioRad has a big opportunity for harassments there with those screens. Well, not anymore. Gets a little bit buried and just goes for main chain immediately. Panbud can respond with a 7 chain here, but that's not going to be enough to respond to this. Wow, an 8 chain from RadioRad. That's a lot. Yeah, that chain was not enough. So RadioRad takes their first round. This is a very good start for GTR, so it's no surprise that they're going for it again. RadioRad's tail is very difficult to extend because of the height differences, and particularly because of that blue L shape there. That's going to cut. Yeah, the tail is basically non-existent now. Meanwhile, Panbud has a lot of potential for a power tail. I think they could just... yeah, they just opt to send this smaller version of the chain. But since it's smaller, RadioRad's chain is actually stronger now. And they're going to take this. I'm not sure if Panbud's chain was intentional. Maybe it was maybe they sent it by mistake or didn't feel like trying to continue that chain. Okay, GTR start from both players. The Panbud's tail is already extremely messed up. That's going to turn into a freestyle chain, I think. Oh no, they actually build sort of a reverse stair tail. Very interesting. Meanwhile, RadioRad also has a pretty good tail. There's not a lot of extension potential there. RadioRad just sends their main chain again. Panbud is going to respond with this. Oh, but most of the chain cuts, and RadioRad actually takes this win. The comeback. Huh. Wow. Okay, very similar GTRs. It looks like they're building basically the same thing, but they place the pieces in a different order. But now the differences are becoming more apparent. RadioRad has already finished their Teo. Panbud seems to also have finished it, and is now going for an extension. Oh, okay. That garbage that RadioRad sent could have been a problem, but Panbud got exactly what they needed to dig through it. And sending main was a mistake by RadioRad. Panbud just replies with enough to beat RadioRad here. Okay, both sides are equal in terms of points now. RadioRad struggling to imagine a Teo for this GTR. They're really having a hard time in this round. Meanwhile, Panbud already has a relatively comfortable Teo here. And they could go for a few aggressions, but it doesn't seem that Panbud is very prone to attacking, unless it's to send main chain. And that's exactly what they're going to do. RadioRad immediately responds with the main chain. This is not going to be enough. And Panbud takes the lead. 4-3. GTR from both sides again. Panbud's Teo is complicated yet again. I think they'll have to go for that stairs-like Teo again. Yeah, that's what they're going for with the purples, right? Yeah, exactly. RadioRad... Oh, okay. RadioRad just has to send main in response to this. This should be enough. Oh, it's not enough, okay. But it's enough to survive at least. And I would say Panbud has a considerable material advantage here, but they have to take advantage of it now, which is exactly what they do. And Panbud doesn't have anything to respond with yet, so another win for Panbud. Okay, 5-3. GTR again. Panbud already done with the tail. This tail is actually very nice. Very well done. RadioRad is struggling with the tail again. Look, that's a complete tail, and the height right now makes it very easy to extend on the second floor. So Panbud has a great advantage right now. And RadioRad just gives up on extending and sends main again. Panbud is just going to take this. Very nice tail. This is probably the best tail so far in this set. In terms of how it makes use of the resources. Okay, GTR again. Both players struggling because there's just so many greens and purples. Yeah, it's it can be hard to think of places to put those pieces at the start, but they're figuring it out. Okay, Panbud already has a great lead. RadioRad is quite far ahead. They really need to focus on the transition as soon as possible. Panbud could just send this chain and RadioRad would be in big trouble, and that's exactly what Panbud does. RadioRad desperately needs 3 reds and 1 purple set up for the chain. Yeah, it's no surprise that that didn't arrive in time. Alright, Panbud wins this 7-3. But props to RadioRad for that comeback at the start. Very nice set.